So what do we know about ones? They are incredibly principled. They are self-controlled. They have this idea that grief can be resolved, figured out. Sometimes grief for a one can cause them to um, stop listening to insight, wisdom. And in the body, it shows up in the way that tension shows up, like in our shoulders and our neck, and as a gut type in our digestive issues. But with the one, there can be a lot of indecision because there has to be a right way to grieve. With ones, being able to release this desire to have a very linear experience, a very controlled, specific path, allows the grief to become more intuitive, to tune into our emotions and to really rest in what is true. And what is true is that this path is not very easy to understand, and yet it is open, right? So the one intentionally loosening their shoulders, bringing their attention to that sensation in their head and their neck where there's confusion and rumination and often inflammation or dizziness, allows the Enneagram 1 to then accept, okay, this is messy and it's going to be cyclical. I'm going to get to what feels like the end, and I'm going to cycle back around and I'm going to experience similar things. What can I bring to the table from my wisdom, from my justice-oriented oneness that allows whole being healing that feels good, and good in a morally neutral way as well, which is super important for ones to understand. Grief is morally neutral. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just true. For ones, learning how to grieve means taking a moment, and this is a little bit true for everybody, but for a one, being able to open their field of vision so that what they are seeing is not just their own understanding. So I think for the one, recognizing that what is practical and applicable in a easy, low resistance environment in work or life is not necessarily going to be applicable in a grief experience. Learning the language of grief for an Enneagram 1 and for all the gut types moves us away from that instinct to just act and into a more intentional thought process, which can really open up what is possible for our healing, because it opens us up to what is possible in our grief too.